Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and greetings to ma'am and sir. My name is Nur Amira Riza binti Ahmad Azri. My metric number is 2180713, and today I'm going to present to you about my mini thesis presentation, and the title is Social Media Addiction Behavior Amongst NDUM Students. Okay, so this is my table of contents. Okay, firstly, I'm going to talk about my introduction, and next, problem of segment, research objective, literature review, methodology, data analysis, findings, implication, and lastly, suggestion. Okay, for introduction, Cruz and Griffiths define social media as virtual communities where users can create individual public profiles, interact with real-life friends, and meet other people on the basis of shared interests. Okay, so that is the definition of social media. So, social media addiction. For social media addiction is basically a problem because it's an addiction. So, this problem is basically can be seen as continuously thinking about social media, the urge to access social media uncontrollably, and having hard time to cut off social media. Okay. Next is problem statement. I have two problem statement, which is the first one is the increasing production of smartphones has made the number of social media users has greatly increased. And secondly, the existence of the social media addiction phenomenon among users has been confirmed by many studies carried out in various parts of the world. Okay. Next is research objective. Okay, I have two research objectives. The first one is to identify the social media platform students frequently use, and second one is to find out whether students of the National Defence University of Malaysia are addicted to social media, and to what extent their addiction on social media. Okay, so next is literature review. For literature review, this is the title of articles that I use for my literature review. So the first one is social media use, and secondly social media addiction, and the third one is the Facebook addiction test, a new tool to study Facebook usage. Okay, all these articles that I use for my literature review I found on Google Scholar. And for my theoretical framework, I use theory of media system dependency and theory of users identification. So this is my conceptual framework. This conceptual framework is based on theory of media system dependency. Okay, next for methodology. For research method, I use quantitative method, which is I use questionnaire in this research. And for population, my population in this research is the National Defence University Malaysia students. And the sampling, I use random sample method, which is 108 students from all faculty in NDUM were selected randomly to join this research. And for data collection, I use questionnaire. I use questionnaire to collect my data through Google Form. Okay. For questionnaire, my questionnaire have three parts, which is part A, part B, and part C. The first section, demographic profile, such as their age, their year of study, and their faculty. For part B, social media platforms that question are regarding to social media platform that students of the NDUM use the most, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and etc. And part C, question that ask them about the addiction level of social media. Okay, for data analysis, I use statistical package for social sciences, which is SPSS, to analyze my data, and I use descriptive analysis in this research. Okay, so the two things that I want to analyze is the first one is social media platforms that students of the National Defence University of Malaysia use the most, and secondly, social media addiction level of the students of NDUM. Okay, so next, discussion of finding. So this is my finding for my first research objective, which is to identify the social media platform students frequently use the most. Okay, so in this research, I found out that students of NDUM use WhatsApp as a social media that they use the most. Okay, 38 out of 108 students use WhatsApp as the social media that they use the most, and the least is Telegram and Tumblr. Okay. The second social media that they use the most is Instagram. Okay, for my second finding, for my second research objective, is social media addiction level of the students of NDUM. Okay, so the figure here is the set of questionnaire that I use in my section C to identify the addiction level in of social media in students of NDUM. And so this is the result. The result came out that 73 out of 108 students of NDUM student that joined this survey are not addicted to social media, because from the internet addiction diagnostic questionnaire 1 to 8, if they choose this is a yes or no question. So if they choose more than 5 yes, then they are diagnosed as addicted to social media. If less than 5, they have the potential, but they are not addicted to social media yet. Okay. So for implication of study, firstly, social media has many benefits and can be used to communicate virtually with the worldwide internet users. And secondly, helps users of social media, especially students, to gain insights and raise awareness on the positive impact in spending less time on social media. Okay. Okay, next is suggestions for further research. It is strongly recommended that future researchers perform research that spans a broader area, because in this research, I only focus on my sample, which is the NDUM students. So maybe the future researcher can broaden the research area to gain a better data collection, because wide range. And okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, you can email me or you can WhatsApp me. There is my number and my email. Thank you.